Hey everyone, and welcome to Empowered by Self-Love, the podcast. My name is Jessica Fuentes, and I am a transformational life coach. I will be here every Saturday talking to you about how to transform those difficulties you encounter throughout your life into lessons. How can you transform that victim mindset into one of opportunity and growth? If you want to transform your life, the key is to learn and realize that you have everything you need within yourself. If you're looking for a safe place to find inspiration, motivation, and the tools to become empowered, then this is the podcast to listen to. This podcast is brought to you by me and my webpage, Empowered-SelfLove.com. Thank you for joining me every Saturday, and I'd like to give a special thanks to all of you who have been following me since day one on my pages on Facebook and Instagram, and now on my podcast. In this episode, I will be talking about the journey into transformation. Thank you for joining me this Saturday, and I wish for you to feel well, energetic, and ready for today's topic, the journey into transformation. So, what do I mean when I say transformation? Well, on the dictionary, transformation is defined as a thought out or dramatic change in form or appearance. Other definitions include a metamorphosis during the life cycle of an animal, or a change of one element into another by a nuclear process. So if you notice in those definitions, there are important words I'd like to highlight. And those words are dramatic, change, metamorphosis, and process. So, when I talk about transformation, it implies that you need to make a dramatic change. And that means that you will go through a metamorphosis process. Transformation is not something that you simply decide to do and voila, you are transformed. No, it requires effort. It requires a lot of internal work, a lot of commitment to yourself. It means that you need to leave behind old beliefs that are no longer serving you in order for you to reach the person you really want to be. It requires you to unlearn and relearn things. So, my question to you is, are you actually willing to proceed in this journey of transformation? I hope you are, because I tell you, ever since I did, my life changed for the best. And no, I am no millionaire here talking, or, I don't have an easy or perfect life. No, nothing like that. Actually, it's totally the contrary. But there was a turning point for me in which I hit bottom, and I thought to myself, I don't want to feel like this anymore. I was not created for suffering, and I am here for a reason. And I need to find my purpose in life. So transformation begins with the realization that the life that you have lived up until now is not serving you, or is not getting you closer to acquiring greatness. And when I say greatness, I mean your highest self. I mean the best version of yourself. That version that sees opportunities and lessons rather than seeing obstacles and problems. The version of yourself that instead of focusing on the losses, chooses to focus on the beauty of the experiences lived, regardless of the loss. That version that chooses peace rather than stress or resentment. That version that seeks knowledge rather than conformism. So, okay, Now that I have defined transformation and explained to you what it implies, or at least what I imply, and the real goal behind this transformation, let me begin to talk about the journey. So, every process of growth requires changes and adjustments in our daily habits. So, another question to you: are you willing to make the necessary changes to your routine, to your daily life? Are you willing to have an open mind mentality and allow yourself the opportunity to consider different options? Now, this is the part when it starts to get personal. You need to make an assessment of your life. Some questions you might want to ask yourself are: what is it about my life that is making me feel this urge to make a change? You'll have to go deeper into answering this question. Don't come up with the simple answers such as, well, I don't feel happy. Okay, that is valid, but why is it that you don't feel happy? What is limiting you into having the feeling of happiness present in your life? Is it your current situation with a friend or a family member affecting you right now? Is it that you are not happy at your job? Or are you not happy in your romantic relationship? Do you feel lonely because you're single? Are you not happy because you're struggling financially? On your particular scenario, which is the right question for you, or questions? Now, once you clearly define what moved you into wanting to transform your life, you'll need to understand what is the struggle behind it. So, I'm gonna come up with an imaginary answer, and therefore, I will create a scenario for us today. Let's say that you figured that you need a change in your life because you feel stuck in general. Stuck financially, stuck professionally, and to top it all, you are not connecting well with your partner. So that's the scenario. You've been feeling like this for quite some time, and it's taking a toll on you. You're always tired, or you don't feel enthusiastic about life. You feel frustrated, you feel drained, and you can't see that there's a way out of it. So let me begin by telling you that if you are in this scenario, emotions of frustration and feeling drained and not enthusiastic are completely normal and valid for you and anyone in this situation. There is no need for you to fight against the emotions that you're feeling because these are part of this process of transformation. Feel them and embrace them. The magic ingredient in this process of transformation is the realization that it is time to make a change. Are you at that point already, or are you going to continue to linger with these emotions? I think that if you are here listening to this podcast, it's because you're looking to transform your life. So let's continue to the questions that follow. First, you need to break into parts all the areas in which you feel stuck. We have three in this scenario. You feel stuck professionally, you feel stuck financially, and disconnected from your partner. If you feel stuck professionally, have you asked yourself why? Is it because you are in a toxic work environment? Or is it because there is no opportunity for you to grow at your current place of employment? Is it because you don't feel passionate about your line of work? Go deep into finding the real reasons behind your feeling stuck professionally. List them. If you are in search of transformation, you also need to be ready to make changes. And changes might mean to look for other things you would like to explore professionally. There are many alternatives and answers to this scenario. The important point here is that you explore all the whys behind your feeling of frustration at work, for example. List them and expand your way of seeing opportunities. Maybe you only need a small change. Maybe you only need to explore other opportunities in your field that offer growth. Or maybe you need to create the opportunities yourself. Taking risks seem very scary, but they can also be very exciting and empowering. Now, looking into the feeling of being financially stuck, again, ask yourself why. Is it because your income is too low compared to your expenses? Or is it because you got yourself into debt and now you can't find a way to gain control over your finances? Break it apart. List all the financial issues that you are experiencing. Create a budget and make adjustments to your expenses. Perhaps you'll need to cancel your Netflix for a couple of months, or you can choose to change your cell phone provider or buy less coffee at Starbucks. I don't know. Little changes and adjustments can help a lot in our finances, believe me. Understanding what the problem really is and creating a plan to follow a budget, in this case, will help you greatly in this matter. The last one in this example was the feeling of disconnecting from your partner. Like you did for the other two, you always have to ask yourself, why? Why are you feeling disconnected? Are you bringing your frustration into the relationship and therefore a disconnect was generated from both ends? Is it an ongoing problem? Having a serious conversation about how you feel with your partner is always important. Find out how they are feeling. Don't make assumptions. That is the one big killer of relationships. Communication is key. Sit down with a list of things and discuss it with yourself, discuss it with your partner, and join forces. Come up with other ideas together. Listen to your partner. What does he or she has to say? There could be simple solutions to your disconnection. Now, making the right questions to yourself for these three situations in this example, and by creating a list of solutions, you just started the journey of transformation. You are now focusing on solutions rather than on your frustrations. Ultimately, you are the one in control of your life. You are the one in control of your career, the one in control of your finances, and the one in control of how you react to your partner's behavior. You are in control of the questions you ask yourself and the list of solutions that you create. You have every answer within yourself, so be proud of your progress and the fact that you have reached the realization point that is pushing you toward greatness. You just need to put aside the limitations that have been holding you back into transforming yourself. Remember, this is a journey. It is a learning experience. It takes time, and it is not a final destination because it is an ongoing process. You need to be brave enough to make the necessary adjustments in your perspective. Life happens to all of us, but the magic is behind how we react to what happens to us and our willingness to see opportunities rather than obstacles. If you feel that this is a message you connected with, I am very glad and happy that this will be the beginning of an extraordinary journey of empowerment for you. So remember, you have a date with me every Saturday. You can't miss the next episode in which I will be talking about the process of changing your perspective. Thank you for listening to today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it and that it brought some perspective as well as hope. If there is any particular topic you would like me to discuss, or if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me via email at jessica.fuentes@empowered-selflove.com. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. You can find me there as empowered.selflove. I also encourage you to check out my webpage, empowered-selflove.com. And if you would like to hire me as your transformational life coach, please reach out to me via email I will guide you into the qualification process and explain the packages I offer for the one-on-one coaching services. You will find all the links on the episode's notes. Remember, if you like this content or thought of somebody that could benefit from it, please share with your friends and family. Remember, we have a date every Saturday. I can't wait for us to meet again.